little loving. Oh, I gotta call like a video, Shanane. Hey, you need some little pampering. Tomuko no mukugo bumaniche kukora. Yitake wa crochet master. Yakuku kamo viri kati master. Makeup one genius. Akukola kono nyuma. Jangu, wa crochet master. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Jangu, Jangu.
The Crochet Master.
Alright, yes, welcome once again. Yes, my name is Maurice, the Crochet Master, and I would like to welcome everyone who is watching me wherever you are. And please, I always ask for you to tell me through my comment section, tell me wherever you're watching me from, yes, so that I can know more about you. So now let's continue with something that is now very interesting. Yes, I always hear some most people be like locking means hair to stay for long, but sometimes it is very, very wrong. It's just because we have that mentality that the mentality comes from that dreadlocks. So now everyone knows that dreadlocks stays for long just because they are locked. So it means when you lock the twists, when you lock the braids, the cornrows, some people lock in front and then they play the cornrows. They think it's going to overstay like the dreadlocks, but that's just a mentality. Yeah, because if I try to give you the reason why is that whenever we are trying to do the dreadlocks, we always leave that quarter inch. The way I've been explaining to you, we always leave the quarter inch when doing the dreadlocks. So that means it's the same thing that even when you had growth, you understand? So like when you have hair and let's say you have plaited some hair like the threes, all these ones, all the twists, and then they get growth, it's when you lock them. And even those ones who lock them there and then, they always first let it loose. They plait it loose and then after they lock it. So that is the same thing that even the dreadlocks after some 2 months, 3 months, they also get growth. And then the same thing to these braids also, like 2 months, 3 months, they also get the growth. So now I think it's the same thing, but though what we should always be doing is to keep on creating hairstyles that can always be protective for our hair. And even we always be sure of unplaiting it very well, because now I've been getting these comments from people that like, now if we play these kind of dreadlocks, is it going to be easy for us to unplait them ourselves? And then I'm like, wow, if we can unplait the dreadlocks, because now the dreadlocks that I always plait, we can always unlock it, but it always takes like 3 hours to 4 when we are like 2 people or 3 people unplating it. So if it means if you're one person, it is going to be it's going to take you long, you understand? So now I've decided that at least can't we do something that is that can do the same thing with the dreadlocks? Then that's when I got this idea of making the small braids of the kinky, is that they can still last the same. Yes, they can still last the same for those ones who always travel and stay with the hair for a long time. They can also still last the same. You can even lock them yourself, and when it comes to unplaiting them, it will be very easy for you to unplait. Even you can unplait for yourself, or you can plait them yourself, and still you find your hair protected. So I think we would say that this is better than the other one when it comes to the safety and the quick unplating, you understand. So this would be better than the other one. So now let's try to look at this tutorial. You know, sometimes we always want to understand these hairstyles before we do them, or we are learning how to do it. Those are the most thing that we always need to understand. Yes. So now for the people who keep on skipping, that the same people I find my comment section keep on asking me the same questions that that I've already explained in this video. So please, I'm very sorry, like those ones that I may not answer the same questions that I already explained. So let's get it on this one. Hope you've been watching from where I started, because we also wanted these explanations so that we can combine them together and we compare. If you cannot do dreadlocks, can you still do these? Yes. So this is how we can do it. And on this one, I try to make like my kinky, the Afro kinky that we always use for the dreadlocks. It's the same thing that I'm using here to plait the threes. But what I'm trying to do here, I try to make the small portions, like the boxes that I'm using to the shape of the starting point. I try to get the same amount, like not the exactly one with the dreadlocks, but I'm trying to, at least it's a slight bigger with the dreadlocks. So I do the same size from down, and though it's slightly bigger with the other ones for the dreadlocks, but at least it is also the same, or like it is also small. And then we use our method of the inside not less, so that we can get it like that. So now let's try to see this. Yes, the same method that we have been using doing the braids, those braids are the one we're still using here. And now here we try to make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, just like that. So as we continue doing it, I always sorry about my breath. Yes, I always tell you about this gel that I always use. It is the molding gel, and now we are trying to make our small portion like this. You see, it is also in the rectangular format. Yes, like the dreadlocks. So we part it into 3 portions, like the way we have been doing the other ones, and then we try to plait it this way, as you can see. So as we continue doing it, it's just like that. You just have to make sure it is really perfect. You do it this way, like that. You see, this way, like that, and yep, like that. You make sure that it is really perfect. You see how you're supposed to. Oh, very nice. You know, most of the times we all know how to play the threes. So what we always need to focus on is the beginning. You understand? So let's try to see here how we start from down. You just have to make sure you do it this way. For those ones who didn't watch the other steps very well, and just like this. Someone might think that it's very tight. You know, I always hear your comments, but wow, you just don't know what my magic currents are. I don't pain at all whenever I'm doing whenever I'm plating someone. So, and I've tried to teach that to all my students, like those ones who come with that hardness. You find someone is plating someone very tight. So I'm trying to teach them also not to be that way. So now you can see how it looks very perfect, and now we can see how we braid it very well. And though when you're trying to braid this, please don't braid it like we always been braiding these same knot lace or these other things that you don't make it very tight. As you're plaiting, you try to make it neat but not very tight. You leave that softness, leave it soft, let it be soft. Yeah, that is when you will get your braid straight, and it will be very soft and flexible. So now this is how you do, and after you lock it down, this one we lock it down so that it can have the real good endings, and then it is also going to help you like when you lock it, when you're going to do the repair, or others they call it redoing. Yes, when you're going to do the repair. So this is our work for today, and trust me, they very soft. They're very soft and light, so we're trying to put the anti-itchy for her like that. So this is what we got for you for today. My name is Maurice, the Crochet Master, and guys, I love you so much. You can always go in my comment section, tell me about the style, what do you feel about it, and please you should not ask me the questions that I already got the answers from that video. So I love you so much. May God bless you all.